I guess to kind of touch on like the open source aspect of this, like I guess what's been happening in the Sails.js ecosystem. Like, yes, it's the boring stack, so it's like but I guess kind of what stuff has been going into the project aside from just general maintenance.
Yeah, definitely. So it's been I I became the lead maintainer last year at SalesConf. So SalesConf is our
Okay.
annual conference which I organize.
Okay.
So from then it's been really interesting making sure because I know the general sentiment, especially in JavaScript ecosystem, once a tech is like stable and
Yeah.
there's no blog post for something new, it's always termed as dead. But
Yeah.
like it's so far from the truth. We've been in fact the most thing I'm excited about is that I don't know if you still recall, Sales uses Grunt
Yeah.
for the asset pipeline, which is way old and who wants
Yeah.
that, right? So the thing I wanted first when I joined, I was like, I really want a more like I want to see what a modern asset pipeline would be for sales. And I did a lot of experiments. I tried to go with the new and greatest and shiny, which is Vite,
Yeah.
but it didn't work for our use case. But
Okay.
what ended up working for us is RS Build, which is
Okay.
from the folks at ByteDance.
Yeah.
So we have a new asset pipeline which is still in beta. I'm still working on it. Might be released and made like part of the scaffolding at SalesConf next year. So it's called
Okay.
Sales Shipwright, based on
Okay.
iOS build. And just like so the whole ethos of sales is like we don't want you to worry about things you're not supposed to worry about. So once you
Hmm.
scaffold the project, you'd never have to touch a config. It just work and it's fast. It's using iOS build, which
Yeah.
is like almost faster than Vite. Even I think it's the last time I checked, it's 3 times faster than Vite. But of course, there's always going to be room for that. I just wanted something that, and again, why I like them, the folks at ByteDance, they sort of like they're invested in this tech because for them it's not just tech, it's business.
Yeah.
So they invested in making sure RS build is really good for their pipeline. So I like to like rest on their shoulder to just like bring that to sales. So I've been using Shipwright. In fact, the
Okay.
scaffold you're going to scaffold is based on Shipwright. It's already running RS built today, but it's not
Okay.
in the upstream as of now. Then of course, there have been talk of for Sales 2.0. We don't have
Okay.
a timeline for that yet, but it's going to be moving to the next version of Express because Sales is based on Express. So
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
going to like move the next version of Express going to lead up to like breaking change in 2.0 and some other things we have in the pipeline. We also have been working on an official Sales VS Code extension, which
Okay.
is really something I'm pumped about, which is because we don't like TypeScript in Sales. You could use
Okay.
TypeScript for your UI. So right now with Shipwright, you could write TypeScript for your UI. But with Sales backend, we can't edit TypeScript. But that doesn't mean you can't have editor experience. So with
Yeah.
tech like language server protocol, we could give you the same experience as if you've written Sales in TypeScript.
Okay.
So I'm working on that. So I'm working on a language server protocol and a VS Code extension, and a
Okay.
lot of things I'm working on. I like an official, no, not official, but sales mail, which just makes mailing really simple, which is
Okay.
something I'm currently adding new features on. So there's just been a ton. And like one thing that folks have really hated, I hated it, was our docs on mobile
Okay.
because I like to read documentation on the mobile phone, but our
Yeah.
docs were just not responsive at all because it was written decades ago.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I had to work on making sure it's something that I hold dear because now I can just go to the sales doc and read everything on it. Yeah, so
Okay.